Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are about to leave. We are hooked up to the trailer. Got our inspection done. Got ice in the ice chest. And we're on the way. Headed to Georgia. Let's get us a map where we're going. Had a good weekend with the wife. She's feeling much better. Come here, seatbelt. What the heck? Get off there. My seatbelt won't go. There it goes. She's feeling much better. Car got fixed. Drove it to work with no problems. It'll be tonight before we get to Georgia. We got 539 miles to go. So let's go. So we have a delivery day and time. It's got to be there tomorrow, but not until noon. Yeah. I got a phone call from the fleet manager. Asked me if I'd left yet. I'm like, yeah. Nah, I was only about 20 miles down the road. And he said, pull off. He said, pull off somewhere and sit until we find out when they need to deliver it. And then he called me back and said it was going to be tomorrow at noon. Man, it's a little hairy when they don't want you leaving on a Monday until they find out when it needs to be delivered. Things are going to get skimpy, right? So I'm going home this weekend. I'm taking care of the grandbaby, and look at there. That's a Vauxhall. Anyway, I'm gonna take care of the grandbaby on Saturday, which would be my normal weekend home. Something tells me that they're probably going to stop having us stay out for the weekends like I do and tell us to go home. They're actually asking people if they can take time off, to go ahead and take time off, because things are getting a little sparse, you know what I mean? So yeah, but hopefully they'll give me some miles and I'll get at least enough to make my guaranteed pay. But they are looking at revising our guaranteed pay too, and I'm speculating here. Okay, here's how I think that it's going to go. All right, I think what's going to happen is they're going to tell us not to stay out on the weekends, and they're probably going to tell us all to go home every weekend until all this picks back up. I think that they're going to probably guarantee us the $1,000 a week, whether or not we stay out 5 days or not. I think that's probably what's going to happen. And then if they tell us if we can take time off, they may actually give us guaranteed pay if we just take time off during the week. Not sure about that one, but I think the first scenario probably a pretty good bet that's going to happen. Just even because they've said that they're looking at it. So we'll keep you up to date. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. But that's probably what's going to happen. Also, on another note, I want to wish my youngest son happy birthday. It is his 21st birthday today, and that's why I'm taking care of Levi on Saturday, so him and his friends can have a party. Now, I've also asked him if he thought it was a good idea, with all this stuff going on, to get together and have a party. He said, sure. I said, okay. Young people, they just don't give a crap. But whatever. I'm going to go back to my book Let's go. Oh man, today has gotten a little gloomy, outside and inside. So, a couple of things. So the SUV is totaled. Talked to the insurance company just a little while ago, and of course I knew it would be, because it's going to cost more to fix that thing than it would to actually just total it out. And they're almost giving us what we owe on it, but we do have gap insurance, so we shouldn't have a problem there. Should just be a complete wash. That does mean that I have no truck payment for next month. Yay. Or SUV payment, whatever you want to call it. And that's probably a good thing, because Maverick has announced what their changes are to their guaranteed pay. So, it is not what I thought it was going to be, which sucks. So what they've done is, on the weekends that you stay out, you're not going to be guaranteed 800 miles. They've suspended that guarantee, and they've lowered our guaranteed pay from $1,000 a week if we stay out for 5 days to $750 a week if we stay out for 5 days. Now, that's going to have an uproar on Facebook. I'll guarantee you it's already hit it. Because, and I understand they're their own, you know, they're a private company, but on their Facebook or on their website themselves, they boast about their $1,000 a week guarantee. And now arbitrarily they've just lowered it. Now I understand that they're taking one on the chin because of freight, but what I don't get is why they want to pass that on to us. That's kind of got me a little tiffy. Alright? I honestly don't think they should do that. It's not showing a good business. Well, it is and it isn't. Okay, I understand that you're not bringing in as much money, you know, so you try to cut costs anywhere you can. Well, that does not include, or that shouldn't include, your associates that have come on with a reasonable expectation, and then you take that expectation away. Right? You take what we're expecting away. That's not good. That's not good business. And they're probably going to suffer a little bit for that. All right? Now, does that mean I'm going anywhere? No. That does not mean I'm going anywhere. Okay? What it means is I'm going to have to tighten the belt a little bit and still pay for this cruise. And it'll pick back up. It's, you know, this is only temporary. But what I fear is that when it's all over, are they going to raise those back up to 1,000 and then 800 miles guaranteed for the weekend? I don't know. But what that does mean is I'm not staying out for 2 weeks if I can go my butt home. You know? There's no point in staying out if I'm willing to stay out and get the miles and haul your freight for you, then I expect a reasonable pay for that. If I can go home and still make the same amount of money that I was making versus staying out, then I'm going to go home. That's all there is to it. I don't mind staying out, but you're going to have to pay me to stay out. Or I'll go home. And I'll deliver your freight on Monday. Just is what it is. But we're going to find a place to park here in just a little bit. I've still got about 2 hours and 20 minutes on the clock before I need a break. And we're probably going to stop at about 6:30 tonight or so. Drive the rest of the way tomorrow. Because it looks like I'm going to be sitting at these places waiting for a load. But we'll see. I'll catch you down the road. Let's go. Well, coming up on Birmingham, Alabama. A couple of developments. So my wife, her boss has told her they went back into the office today. Last week they were supposed to be out of the office, and she decided to go into the office on Wednesday, and that's when she had a wreck. Well, the paramedics weren't using. Okay. The paramedics weren't using face masks or gloves when they checked her out. Come on, dude, let me in. There we go. And so her boss is worried about her being infected with the coronavirus. So they have told her to work from home for the next 2 weeks, even though everybody else is going into the office. That's fine, though. She probably needs to stay home. Take left exit 261. Okey-dokey. Wants me to take 261B. Take left exit 261 and I-20. All right. Since there's an A and a B now. But anyway, so she's stuck at home for 2 weeks. Yeah. She's not real happy about that. So apparently, from what I'm being told, now I don't know how true this is. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just telling you what I heard. Do not take it with as gospel truth. But I was told that during the last recession back in 2008, that Maverick modified their lady. That Maverick had modified their guarantee policy at that point also. But I don't know, I wasn't around back then. But, you know, they've been a really good, solid company up until this point. I believe that they're doing it wrong, but that's just me. I probably would have, as someone who's been in business all of my adult life, had stuff to do with business and whatnot, I probably would have found a different way to lessen the blow on less freight, other than, you know, taking something that you know, brings people to the company and then taking it away from them. Okay? So, that's just my thoughts. All right, so I am parked for the night. I've got 88 miles to go in the morning. And yeah, and I don't have to be there till noon, so I'm gonna sleep in the morning. I've got the hookup though. I brought my Xbox with me. I got the car guys going on. Heck yeah. So they've sent us kind of an update. They're still saying that they're going to try to keep us in miles. Okay. You know, they said that we may have to deadhead for longer distances. But they want to keep the trucks moving, and I see that it's not a problem. I just keep wondering if there's something different that they could have done other than don't get me wrong, they're still paying us, and that's great, and they're still paying us the mileage and that we that we agreed on when we signed the contract. It just the guarantee with the freight going down, that stings a little bit, and then the weekend mileage that a lot of us take advantage of because we can, and stay out. That's going to sting a little bit, but I mean, my wife and I are not in bad shape to where it's going to hurt us any. It's just, I just got into this. But it'll, freight will come back, and we'll just weather the storm and do what we need to do to stay afloat. So, guys, that's going to be it for today. I appreciate y'all being here, and keep those comments coming, and hit that subscribe button if you've not hit it yet. I appreciate that. Honk that like button for me. I'll see you tomorrow.